Glasses. No glasses. Glasses. No glasses. I mean, these are old as hell, and I can barely. I'm as blind as a bat. Oh well. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Matt Lester back at it once again. Hey man, hope y'all staying safe out there, like always. But hey man, today we got something really interesting. Something I've been a fan of for quite a while. This is the Game of Zones, which is like a parody of Game of Thrones. This is the Game of Zones Season 7 premiere. If y'all don't know what Game of Zones are, it's like a parody of Game of Thrones, but it's NBA style. So I highly encourage you to go watch all the seasons before it. This is the Season 7 premiere. It's actually the final season, because there's no point in them continuing, since Game of thrones is no longer continuing with their series, even though the final season of Game of Thrones was absolutely just god awful. Like, they could have done so much better than that, but it is what it is. It's in the past, you know. We'll try to forget it as much as we can, but yeah, that last season of Game of Thrones was absolutely terrible. Hopefully this is not the same results as Game of Zones. But like I said, this is a parody of Game of Thrones. It's NBA style, and they like to throw a lot of shade. None of the characters that are in this series they're not voiced by the actual NBA stars, but it's kind of like the parodies of what's happened. It's kind of like they throw shade and references of what's happened in the past. But we're gonna kick it off with the first episode of the first season, the 7th season. This is called the Mediadel. It's a media, but it has media. Wow, I don't know how they came up with that name, but we're gonna go ahead and get into this. If you got any videos you want me to react to, hit me up in the comment section down below, or any of my social media. Let's dive on into this.
When people ask you what happened here, tell them King James still rules the East. Also, tell them I'm better than Michael Jordan.
Oh. Yeah, it's been a minute.
He said what? Your generation is soft with your load management and your analytics, your AAU superhouses. The gods of this game will not stand for this. A reckoning is coming.
Yeah. I had to, Oh, they got Toronto's.
No.
Winter is here, people. All the characters in this cartoon, even though they're not based on real people, Game of Zones. Look at D Wade. I can't pronounce that. Like, is that? I don't know. I'm gonna be scolded for not getting that reference.
Hello, old friend.
Ah, Sir Dwayne, welcome to the Mediadel.
Thank you. I'm so delighted to be teammates again.
Well, likewise, we need you. You're a man down.
Oh, is that like
There's Charles. He's like the funniest guy on the show.
Ooh.
I mean, well, luckily I'm ready to go. I've actually...
Yeah, this is like inside the NBA.
It's called Wade's Grades. You see
Slow
it?
down, Chief. You can't be on the show until you've earned your press pass.
Press pass?
Press pass.
How do I get a press pass?
You audition.
An audition? I'm Dwayne Wade.
Don't worry.
The Flash.
We'll make it easy on next nights. You just do a quick apprenticeship and then present your findings to the other maesters. You'll be reporting on an injury.
Apprentice to Mr. Mark Stein in his investigation of an injury to a horse? Oh, I get it. You're being funny.
Being rookies.
Four full MCL tears, 4 full ACL tears, 4 full Achilles tears,
Sheesh.
and a full neck tear.
Oh my God.
Looks
Oh
like
my
the horse
God.
will be out indefinitely.
So what happened? Foul play?
My working theory is that Robin Lopez mistook him for a mascot.
I've seen that mark before. My Squire season, I think. Yes. It's hand checking, no?
Hand checking? Don't be silly, Dwayne. That was banned years ago.
What was this horse doing when it got hurt?
Horse things, I assume. Take this report to the Ravenry. Make haste. I don't want to get scooped.
Excuse me, Maester Windhorse.
Ah, Sir Dwayne.
I'm supposed to take this to the Ravenry. Do you know where that is?
I do. I'm going there now. Come. Poor thing.
Yeah, tell me about it. A future Hall of Famer serving as an errand boy to Mark Stein.
I meant the horse, out indefinitely. Seems he paid a heavy price for speaking ill of his heiress.
Where did you hear that?
My little birds are everywhere.
No.
Okay, well, mostly around LeBron, but some other places too.
Have your little birds taught you anything else about this horse? I noticed a strange mark.
No. Since the horse injury, my birds from Toronto have become useless. They're just repeating the same things over and over.
What kind of things?
Oh, how
Trades.
nights these days are soft, how the 90s were the best, how Sir Jordan is the GOAT. Boring old man stuff, really.
Jordan is the GOAT.
Boring, yeah? Could it be related to the soul box?
I didn't think to make that connection. But then again, I don't have your instincts. I never played the game.
You never played?
No. Everything I learned about basketball, I learned in here.
Basketball reference. There's the library.
So many books.
All the stories, records, recaps, box scores, and even memes.
The Reggie
They all
Miller.
live here.
Doris
We are
Burke.
this world's memory, Dwayne. Without us, the histories and legends of our realm would all vanish
69
like
Celtics.
James Harden in a meaningful playoff game. Some say if it's not in here, it never happened. Now, if you'll excuse me for one moment, Dwayne, I need to grab a book.
Wait, I can't come in.
I'm afraid this is
Restricted
very
area.
sensitive information. Only maesters with a press pass can enter.
Hello, Dwayne.
Paul Pierce.
Sir Paul.
They brought the
There is no
wheelchair
Paul.
out.
There is only the truth.
They brought the wheelchair out.
Now that I'm in the media, I see all. I know all. And yes,
I guess he's supposed
I
to be
am better than
Ron.
you.
Ron.
I have to go now.
Is he...
Yeah, he's good.
All right, let's go.
Well, this looks like a nice place to have a long-form, intimate conversation about basketball.
Ah, yes. Here is where we do our podcasts. And here we are. Welcome to the Ravenry. This is where the Mediadel and Fanlings connect, or some say.
So it's
even
kind of like
merge.
the
The network
internet.
of platforms you see represent the various localities that
Yeah,
make
it's
up the
the
greater
internet.
social Mediadel, a never-ending conversation between fanlings, scribes, and knights. You see, until very recently, only those cloaked in Mediadel chains could reach all corners of Bolros, but no longer. So, what do you have for me?
I have this injury report I'd like to send out from Maester Stein. How do
It's
I...
out indefinitely. I broke that 10 minutes ago.
Oh. Oh, is that supposed to be?
What about you? Another story about LeBron?
Yeah. I
Those
can't
were
remember his
different
name.
Times. This is a story about how Luka Doncic is the next LeBron.
Next LeBron, whatever.
Windhorse. Look.
Looks like it's not just my Ravens. What in Seven Hills is going on in Toronto?
Well, whatever it is, seems to have spread.
No.
Dwayne, we've got to get to Crane City.
I agree. Oh, wait, my audition. It's tomorrow night.
Don't worry. I'll get us there in no time. For I am as fast as the wind.
Okay.
You little mumbleclass, I'll rip your bloody antlers off! Robin, come on, bruv. It's supposed to be play wrestling, you know? This bastard tricked me into signing a giant fake contract.
The White Walkers are here.
I ask that you bestow on me the gift of range. Please, Jesus. Shuttlesworth.
Giannis, come quick. We're being attacked.
Is this some sort of scheduling mistake? I didn't think there was a battle today.
Ain't saying no battle. To be continued? Not yet.
Windhorse, look. There's Giannis.
This generation is soft.
Oh my God.
Jordan is the GOAT. LeBron is weak.
Wait, get down.
Is that Charles? Oh no. They got all the Hall of Famers. Benny the Bull. Love. Was that? That's not far. Okay, I didn't know who that was, but they done destroyed Benny the Bull. Oh my goodness. And this is only the first episode. I don't know how many episodes are in this season. But goodness gracious. Yeah, this is parody. It's a parody. They take NBA references and Game of Thrones references, basically just combine them together, which is why I think this series is so successful. Bravo to Bleeper for. But I'm really glad they made these a lot longer. They made these a lot longer because when they first came out, they were like 2 to 3 minutes, and this was like a good 8 minutes. So I'm glad they're longer. I want to see if there's anything else. Is there anything I'm missing? No, nothing I'm missing. All right, nothing I missed. But yeah, I like that they make these a lot longer. This is like 8 minutes long. Yeah. When they first came out, they were just short, and everybody was complaining like, "Come on!" Hopefully, season 7 of Game of Thrones is not like season 8 of Game of Thrones. Again, absolutely just fuck's terrible. But hey man, thanks for getting to this end of this video. If you got any videos you want me to react to, hit me in the comment section down below or any of my social media. Like, subscribe, deuces.